Good evening and welcome to the second match of the Milo Inter-Schools Knockout Rugby Tournament, the President's Trophy here at the Royal Complex. The weather is much better today. The sun is out and it's much warm, and conditions on the ground underfoot is alright comparing to yesterday. It's a bit slippery though still. Let me run through the team card of Science College, and we have St. Peter's also. Prop Silva, Sandruan, Gomez, Malimada, Silva, that's M. Silva, and U. Pereira, J. Silva, D. Silva, Viraj, Vijay Siri, Karunatilaka, Singhe, Ayash Manta, Velgamage, and Laksara will be the starting 15 for Science College, captained by Gomez. And also we have the St. Peter's College team with Spencer.
Yeah, St. Peter's lineup will be Anjana at prop, Yapa, Rajapaksa, Fonseca, SM De Silva, RRM Silva, Nishan Pereira, Frank Rogers at number 8, Steve Dharmaratna the scrum half, Jai Vikrama, Shannon Directs the wing, Bura and Fernando the two centers, DC Fernando on the other wing, and Kevin Dixon will occupy the full back, and he'll be captaining today's match. So St. Peter's, they finished 5th in the league, and Science College finished 6th. So since Kingswood withdrew, St. Peter's were promoted to 4th place and Science were promoted to 5th place in the seedings. When these two teams met at the league, St. Peter's managed to just edge out Science by 27 points to 22. It was a very close game. It was 22 all, and St. Peter's scored the winning try there moments before the final whistle. Conditions perfect for rugby. The sun has come out, and we could see a fascinating game today.
Yes, Prince, as you said, close games during the league tournament, the Singer Schools League, and now we are here at the Milo Knockouts Tournament. And St. Peter's, of course, favourites to win today. Isipatana won last evening against Thurston College. That was a massive win, 50 points to 5. And it's most likely today's winners will play Isipatana. That's on Sunday, the 6th of July. And there are a couple of games tomorrow and day after also. That's between Royal College and St. Joseph's. And Trinity will play Wesley. So that's the lineup with Kingswood withdrawing. The only team from Kandy will be Trinity this time. And also St. Peter's College, led by Kevin Dixon today, will hope to put a good performance out here against Science College. The match will kick off at 4:30, and we are waiting for the players to arrive. The match will be officiated by referee Pradeep Fernando, and D. Nimal will be the assistant referee, along with Madhugalle, I believe. So it's all set. We are waiting for the teams to run out. So we are 1 minute past the scheduled kickoff time, so the match should get underway any time. Here we go, the St. Peter's team walking out, led by Kevin Dixon. And both teams will look to play attacking rugby. Spencer, you have watched a lot of rugby of St. Peter's this year. Where do you think the strength lies in?
Actually, their strength comes from their line, because they have Dixon, they have Bura, and also Dharmaratna has been doing well in the scrums. Also Diat Fernando, he scored a hat-trick against St. Thomas's. So St. Peter's always, their strength has been in the line. Also the pack has stood for them against the big teams. So St. Peter's, led by Dixon, just come into the grounds, and followed by Science College. St. Peter's going to a hurdle. We are moments away from the kickoff.
I think the school anthems will not be played today because we already passed the scheduled kickoff time. So referee Pradeep Fernando have called on the teams. Here comes the Science College team led by Gomez. They have had a good season so far. So we are all ready for kickoff. So the match is about to kick off. Here we go, the second match of the Milo Knockouts President's Trophy to kick off. Referee Pradeep Fernando gives this green light, and the kickoff has been made. Straight away a knock on from St. Peter's, and Science pouch on. It's been nicely set up. Silva gives it out. Mali Mada with the ball. Silva once again. Now the skipper Gomez running into traffic, good tackle. Silva once again. The big number 4 this time. Mali Mada. That was a good pick up and run by De Silva, the number 8 for Science College. The ball pops out once again, and there's the lovely break. Viraj on the outside. Needs support here, Science College. Good build up. They've been brilliant. The big prop forward now hits up in the middle. St. Peter's need to look at the defense hard. Off his legs. Knockback, says the referee. Mali Mada with the ball. Stepping. And it's a penalty. Offside, St. Peter's. So that's a good early start, Spencer, from Science College.
Definitely, actually, this has been St. Peter's downfall. You know, that kick straight into one of the players and the knock on straight away. So this has led St. Peter's into a lot of errors even during the league. And straight away they were in the back foot. I mean, have to defend, and finally conceding a penalty to Science. It's a penalty about 30 meters far left. So it's an opportunity for Science to take the lead with barely about 2 to 3 minutes of play. St. Peter's never got going from the kickoff itself, and we saw Science. They were really using their forwards, and even they got a break, but then he was well held. The kick is... No, he's missed it, so the scores will stay 0-0. And St. Peter's will have a 22 dropout. They'll be relieved actually because the amount of pressure being put by Science College early on the match.
That was brilliant continuity from Science College, and nice to see some forwards sitting up in the middle too. Bura restarts, and he's gone into touch. The Science number 8 there. It's De Silva not going for the ball, so Science will get a line out throw. Sandra 1 will throw in. Going for a 5-man line out, short line out, Science College. And up goes Silva, taps it off. And the left wing comes in and picks the ball up. The secure ball. Now the ball goes on to the blind side. Nicely worked. Good hit by Karunatilak on the left. Viraj once again giving it to his fly off, Vijay Siri. Viraj looking to work on the blind side once again. Referee playing advantage, and he puts a chip in and chasing behind. Dixon has some work to do. And he's been kicked into touch by a St. Peter's player, so it will be a Science line out once again. So St. Peter's have not managed to get into Science half so far in the game. It's still early. But so far Science College have managed to retain ball and put pressure on the Peters defense. Sundaruan once again. Short line out. And once again they go to Pereira. Viraj. Good driving tackle there by Nisham Pereira. The ball knocked on. Referee playing advantage. I think he should blow right now. Yes, he does. It's a knock forward for St. Peter's. So the first time they'll be getting an attacking scrum on the 40-meter mark inside their own territory.
There was some good play by the St. Peter's forwards, putting pressure on the Science, and Science making their mistake, a knock on, and giving St. Peter's a putting into the scrum. It'll be Steve Dharmaratnam. Referee is not happy, and he wants a reset of the scrum. It's a scrum on St. Peter's 10-meter line, put by Dharmaratna, and the Petra is going forward there, taken by Rogers, and then he puts into a good super pass to Shannon Directs, and the overload is good there. He finds Rogers again, the number 8. He goes into a ruck. It should come St. Peter's way, close to the Science 22. St. Peter's work their line there. They have numbers there. The prop forward goes, but then the ball goes, there is a knock on there, and the ball goes back to the Science, and it's collected by the number 12 there. I think he's through there. Yeah, that's the first try there by Science College. It was a mistake there by St. Peter's. The loose ball kicked by the Science number 12, and he was unchallenged there. He basically collected the ball and went through unchallenged to score Science first try there. So Science lead by 5 points to 0 with the conversion to come.
Spencer, that was a brilliant counter-attacking try by Science College. It was their captain Singh who picked up the loose ball, put a chip in, because Dixon had come up thinking that Peters was attacking. So there was no man behind him, easy run, and it was always hard for defending team to run behind after a kick and chase. So with the conversion to come, Science have scored the first points of the day.
This has been St. Peter's downfall actually. They play well in patches, and then when they give the ball to the opposition, they really counter-attack and that really puts a setback on the Peterites. The conversion to come, and it's missed, so the scores will stay Science 5, St. Peter's nil. St. Peter's had a golden opportunity. There was a good offload by Shannon directs to the number 8 Rogers, but then Rogers couldn't hold on to the ball, and he was tackled, and the ball went loose. So referee was playing advantage, and the Science player collected the loose ball, and it chipped, and it fell beautifully for him, and he went unchallenged and scored. So it will be Bura with the restart. The Science 22 there. And there is another chip. Nicely done there by the Science College, but then equally too by Dharmaratna. And Dharmaratna is through here. I don't know, but the linesman has spotted, or the Dharmaratna was really through there to give St. Peter's first points, but then linesman thought otherwise. Probably his foot must have touched the line, so it will be a line out. It will be a line out to Science, close to that 22. Referee has spotted something else. He's giving a scrum to the St. Peter. So probably, I don't know for what was that.
I think, Spencer, the initial infringement was a knock-on from Science, and that's how St. Peter's capitalized. But referee was playing, that was quite a long advantage. So since Dharmaratna stepped out, he has brought back play to the initial infringement. So opportunity here for St. Peter's. Good scrum, Rogers. And that was a bad offload by Rogers, and now Science counter-attacking. They have been very good in this. It's De Silva with the ball. Now out comes Viraj. Gives it to his fly half Vijay. Bad kick. And Fernando they are taking down. Peters looking for players. Now the ball comes out to Bura once again. He steps. Good tackle there by his counter. Dharmaratna off to Kevin Dixon, the dangerous Kevin Dixon. And it's a knock forward in the meantime, so Science College will get ball. That was a good tackle by Vijay Siri to stop Bura. And St. Peter's have been making mistakes in crucial points, Spencer.
Yeah, actually the scrum didn't go according to the Peterites, and there was pressure put by the Science, and they managed to send them back. But although St. Peter's got ball, they couldn't gain any territory, and finally count into an error. So it's a scrum to Science College between the 10 and 22 meter line, and they have been pushed back, but the number 8's offload it's a bad pass, and then St. Peter's, they're quick to pounce on it. And it goes into a ruck ball, but it should come Science way. They ruck and drive. They make a few yards, but it's still a ruck ball for Science. It should come Science way. And another chip and kick. Probably this will fall straight to Dixon there. And Dixon will see. He tries to slice through, and he puts his offload to Shamil Bura there. Bura offloads to Steve Dharmaratna. And here St. Peter's have a chance, but it's a miss there by the number 26. It's there, Fernando, the number 5 fullback. He goes into a ruck ball, but this should be a turnover, I think. St. Peter's didn't have the numbers there in the ruck. So they conceded the ball. It's a turnover to Science. And that's another kick straight to Kevin Dixon. And Dixon has it. It's almost on the halfway line. He passes to Nishan Pera. Nishan finds Bura. Bura tries to go through a gap, but then he's held there. It goes into a ruck ball. It should come St. Peter's way, but I think it's no. I think referee is playing advantage. Referee has spotted something, probably hands in the ruck. I think it's a knock-on. So probably one of the Science players there in the ruck. So it will be a scrum to St. Peter's between the Science 10 meter and the 22 meter line.
That was very good defense by Science College. They held the big boys of St. Peter's running at them, and managed to turn over a couple of rucks during the breakdown. So that's brilliant. So now St. Peter's once again have got the opportunity with Dharmaratna to put into the scrum. He does it now, and the ball pops out of the scrum. Referee letting it go. Bura, that was very bad. That was very bad. Now Kevin Dixon gives it to Fernando on the outside. He has space. Push the chip in. Lucky, unlucky bounce. Lucky for Science College. And a good turnover once again, Fernando. But he was coming from the side. That was it's a good turn. It was a good turnover, but he did it in the wrong way, coming from the side. So St. Peter's attacking and looking good for the first time, Spencer.
Yeah, definitely. This is the first time they came into the Science 22, inside the 22, but considering a penalty there, so a bit unlucky. And the kick is not very good. He doesn't find much distance, so it will be a Science throw-in just outside the 22. Science with the throw-in. It's a short line out. And they go to the front, but it's not a clean ball for them. St. Peter's pushing them back, and referee spots something. I think a knock-on probably from St. Peter, so he will award a scrum to Science College. Just outside the 22.
Yes, there was a knock-on in the line out, so referee playing advantage. Science not gaining any momentum forward, so they'll get the scrum. Pressure for Science in their own half, just outside the 22. So it'll be Viraj who will put into the scrum. Here goes, good pick up by De Silva at the back of the scrum, and a very good run by the number 8. The referee saying that he was not on the feet. I think that was the scrum off of Science College, but that was a harsh call, I guess. In fact, Kevin Dixon now will put the ball into touch and will take St. Peter's to the 22-meter mark.
So St. Peter's have a line out inside the Science 22. So this is the first time St. Peter's get a opportunity to put some pressure on the Science. So it's a short line out. And it's one there in the forward. Dharmaratna to Nishan Pera. He tries to break through. Goes into a ruck ball. But I think referee awards a penalty to Science. I think Nishan Pera not releasing. I think for holding on. And St. Peter's, they are found guilty. They are not having numbers in the ruck. So gives ball back to Science.
It was in fact a very good defensive work from in the breakdowns there by Yu Pereira of Science College. As soon as Pereira with the ball was held up in the tackle, he was right on top of the ball. He didn't give any chance to release that ball for the St. Peter's to run back. So that's a very good defensive work. Science once again. It's a knock forward. St. Peter's play advantage. They still play advantage. So another opportunity just outside the 22 for St. Peter's College.
Dinuk, I think both teams found guilty in the lineouts actually. Lineouts you can see from the very first not going accordingly. And Science this time found guilty on a knock-on there. So it gives ball back to St. Peter's, and they have a scrum just outside the Science 22-meter line. And it's held there by number 8, Rogers to Nishan. His offload is not very good, but still St. Peter's, they try to recycle there to Steve Dharmaratna. And it's stolen there by Science. So they have been getting number of turnovers, and that's another kick there by Science out of the territory, and we see Dixon chasing it, and he gets it into his 22. He tries to find space, but then he's held up there by the Science number 11, and ball goes out of play. So it will be a line out for Science College. They gain territory there, Dinuk.
That was brilliant by Science College. Turnover ball, kick from Viraj from their own 22, was put pressure. Dixon was there outside. He should have kicked but didn't have time there, but That was a very good tackle by Karuna Tilaka, driving him with a couple of other Science players to the touchline, and they will get an attacking opportunity, attacking line out on the 22 on the other side. They were defending so well. It's been brilliant from Science. Now they go for a 7-man line out. Sandaruwan to throw in. Up goes Malimada. It's a knock forward. So Peter's lucky. And they have escaped, I think. And they need to clear this ball.
It's another error from the line out. So both teams making a lot of mistakes within the first 15 minutes. But Science have been playing very good. I mean, they have stolen a lot of turnovers from St. Peter's whenever they were in the 22.
Yes, Spencer, they have. And most of the schools are not that good in the set pieces this time. Not only St. Peter's and Science College. Trinity were also not that good in the lineouts. Isipatana was struggling to get their lineouts even yesterday. Now Rogers picks the ball up from the scrum at the back. It's a knock forward once again. So it will be another scrum for St. Peter's College.
You could see the scrum actually wheeling, and it finds difficult for Rogers to collect cleanly because he has to collect it from an angle, and he's facing the Science flanker there.
Yeah, he is, and the ground also will not help that much because it's very slippery out there. I just walked before the match. Roger once again picking it up. Good defense, very good defense by Science. Held up. And in the meantime, Roger receives support. Dharmaratna now with the ball. Gives it to Jayavikram, who puts the boot. Science waiting for... That was a beautiful take. Excellent technique in a high ball to take from Velgamage. And Science attacking. Referee playing advantage for Science. Viraj gives it to Karuna Tilaka. Now the big number 8 in the center there. De Silva gives it to Malimada. Malimada with the ball. And in the meantime, Bura down. Here goes Science. And they can score another try, I guess. He steps in. He's not held up in the tackle, but he's knocked on there. I think he should have gone there once again. Referee playing advantage for St. Peter's. It's a knock forward from Science, unfortunately. Once again, they have been putting a lot of pressure on Peter's defense, Spencer, and also Bura doesn't look that good.
Yeah, first it was Bura, and St. Peter's were playing with 14 players, and I would say they were very lucky there because that was a golden opportunity for Science to double their lead. And it was 2 against 1, but Dixon managed to hold on to the Science wing 3/4, and then he couldn't offload. So there was a knock-on, by the way, and referee has awarded a scrum to St. Peter's. Bura received some treatment, and but he still seems to be not okay. So it will be a St. Peter's scrum. Rogers collects clean, and he passes it to Dixon. Dixon manages to kick just outside the 22, but Science have an overlap here. They have men outside, but he doesn't pass. He tries to go into the St. Peter's wall there, but he's held up. It's a ruck ball, should come Science way. Still Science putting pressure. It's on the Peter's 22. The flanker held there again. It goes into another ruck. St. Peter's defense holding on. Science finally work, and it's another chip kick, and it's a mistake there by one of the Peterites, and the ball goes to Dharmaratna, but he kicks and finds the Science flanker there, and he breaks one of the tackles and offloads to their center. He's held up there, so it's another ruck ball, should come Science way. All they need is quick ball, and their scrum tries to go there, and he's through there. Is he? Referee holds play there. Probably he'll check with the linesman. But for one moment I thought that he was over the line.
That was a try. That was a try. I saw him grounding the ball. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought Viraj ground. He actually did manage to ground the ball on the first time. Then he was held up. That's when referee Pradeep Fernando saw. That's unfortunate for Science College, and Dean Imal also agreeing with Pradeep Fernando that he was held up, but I thought he scored there.
Anyway, it still gives Science position, so they have a 5-meter scrum. And if it goes well, probably they could double their lead. It's taken by the number 8, and he should, but referee spotted something and awards a penalty to St. Peter's there. So something to smile for the Peterite fans. They have been all defending right through the entire match. So Bura with the kick, and he finds touch just outside the 22. So it will be a line out to St. Peter's.
That was very unfortunate. Viraj, superb break, held on to a couple of players, and he scored that try. Pradeep Fernando says no, and St. Peter's now get out of jail. So unfortunate for Science, lucky for St. Peter's. Yapa to throw in. And it was De Silva who took the ball for St. Peter's. Now they set up for Dharmaratna. He gives it to Jayavikrama. Jayavikrama under pressure, puts a high kick, good kick. And the Science number 14 there. It's Ayushmant who picks up the ball. Gives it to Karunatilaka. Karunatilaka stepping, needs support. Referee playing advantage. It's another penalty. Hands in the ruck, says referee Pradeep Fernando. So opportunity for Science College. Words exchange from Bura and Singh, both big men. Both centers. It will be nice to see after this how they go on with their work. And in the meantime, Vijay Siri puts the ball into touch. And the play comes into the 40-meter mark at the St. Peter's territory. So Science still leading 5 points to nil. And they're going for a short line out this time. Good tech. Very well done from the number 7 of St. Peter's. Or rather, Science College, and Roger needs support, offloads. Dharmaratna once again giving it to Jayavikrama. Now Bura. Long cutout pass to Fernando. Fernando stepping in into traffic. Science bring them down. Now the ball comes once again to Fonseca. Fonseca stepping and going in. Dharmaratna off to Jayavikrama once again. And a good pass to Pereira. Pereira needs support, otherwise it will be another turnover. Yes, it is. Very well done from Singh, the skipper for Science. Dixon now with the ball. He steps. He breaks couple of tackles, stepping once again. This is what Dixon is so dangerous. Pops the ball out. Rajapaksa in support. Dharmaratna looking for the ball. Now it comes out. Gives it to Jayavikrama. That was a bad pass. And Bura missing it once again. Gives it to Fernando. Fernando held up. Dharmaratna, no support. Running onto the wrong side, I guess. And it's a knock forward in the meantime. So Science will play advantage. Yes, it is. So once again, it's been very good defensive work by Science College, holding on to the St. Peter's line, who was coming again and again at them.
Definitely, Dimut. I mean, you could see St. Peter's, they had so many opportunities. They tried to work with their line, then they tried to go with their forwards, but Science defense really stood, and St. Peter's, it frustrated St. Peter's and making them to unforced errors. So giving the back the ball to Science College, which will be a scrum on the halfway line. Science really done their homework actually, probably not allowing St. Peter's, who they like to pass and play open rugby. So, I mean, credit to the Science coach and to the boys.
Yes, they have always managed to tackle on the first phase, is the first pass, and they have put a lot of pressure on Jaya Vikram and Dharmaratna at the breakdowns. So they could not get that good ball that always they get from Dharmaratna and Jaya Vikram off to Bura and Dixon, who always look dangerous. In the meantime, Science get the scrum. And after Vijay puts a high kick. And once again it's messy, but Bura finally taking it. Offside, says referee Pradeep Fernando. So it'll be so there you go, offside. So Dixon wanting that couple of meters ahead, and he puts into touch, taking play to the 20-meter mark of St. Peter's. This is a good opportunity once again for St. Peter's, Spencer.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think they came into the 22 number of times, and I think the enforced errors really was the downfall. So St. Peter's will need to win good ball and give it to their line. So it's a shortened line out and to throw in by Stefan. If he doesn't, his target was Nishan Pera, but ball goes loose there. Bura was the first man, and still it's with St. Peter's there. It's Bura with the ball, and he's been held there just outside the 22, and a quick ball there for Shannon. Shannon finds space, but then he finds a whole lot of Science players. Ball goes into a ruck, still should come St. Peter's way, and the prop decides, the second row rather, decides to go rather than sending a pass out. So here is an opportunity for St. Peter's there. It's a bad pass by Bura, but there number 6 Fernando, and here he goes and scores St. Peter's first try there after about 27 minutes there. So the scores are equal with the conversion to come. St. Peter's finally, I mean, everything working. I mean, the line out and their lines, and we didn't see, the good thing is we didn't see any enforced errors there by the pit rights.
Yes, Spencer, it was nice to see that backline working of St. Peter's. And that's what I always say, if Bura and Dixon can play at centers, it's always threatening. Dixon joined alongside him from the fullback position. And Bura sucking in a couple of players. And it was wide open for Fernando, who had just one man to step in, and he scored a beautiful try for St. Peter's College. So they have leveled the scores with the conversion to come from Bura.
So it's a relief for the pit right fans. The conversion to come, it's all square here at the Royal Sports Complex. It's a second quarterfinal between St. Peter's and Science, and the winners to meet Isipatana. That's on Sunday at the same venue. Bura with the conversion, and it's just outside the post, so the scores will stay 5-all, and we have about 10 minutes of play left in the first half, so it will be an interesting 10 minutes, and probably the team scoring from here could take the lead into the half time.
Yes, Spencer, and I think St. Peter's have now settled in, and they look dangerous every time they get the ball, but that crucial mistake they were letting in the first quarter of the game, I think hopefully for the Peterite fans, it'll all come good as Vijay Siri with the ball to restart. He puts in a high kick. Roger picking it up. Runs hard at the defense. Good pumping legs. Rogers. Dharmaratna now gives it to Jaya Vikrama. Puts in a high kick to Derek Stukan. And it was a good take by Derek on the right wing. Dharmaratna once again. Inside pass to Pereira. You can see St. Peter's now. Oh, that was once again a harsh call, I would say. Pradeep Fernando so far not that good. I think 3 penalties against the attacking team, which I think are clearly a mistake by the referee. I think St. Peter's unlucky there to give away the penalty.
And also we saw a close try there, not disallowed by the referee. So actually referee also making a couple of mistakes there. I would say it was a harsh call because St. Peter's were gaining ball and they were playing well even their set pieces, and they were coming to the Science territory, but then a referee spotted something and awarded a penalty to Science. So they get a line out between the St. Peter's 10-meter and the 22-meter line, and it's collected there by the number 4. So that's a clean take there, and they go into a maul there. Their driving maul is working very well there, and almost onto the St. Peter's 22. St. Peter's trying to stop them, but the maul still continues to go. This is something nice to see from the Science boys. Actually, normally the maul dominated by the Royal and Trinitians, I would say. So it's nice to see the Science boys working there on the maul, and ball finally comes out. So it goes into a loose ball there, and I think it's a turnover there, probably stolen by St. Peter's, and the ball goes into a ruck there. St. Peter's trying to retrieve the ball, taken by Dharmaratna, and Dharmaratna passes it to his number 18. Rajapaksa there, and then Dixon decides to kick, and he finds touch. So the kick was taken in the 22, so the line out will remain at the same position where the kick landed. So it will be a line out to Science College right in the halfway line.
Yeah, that was a brilliant rolling maul from Science College, gaining almost 20 meters, running into the St. Peter's defense. And finally the forwards at St. Peter's managed to stop it. And Dixon put his thunderous boot and brings back play to the halfway mark with Science College line out to come. Sandharwan to throw in. Puts it up. Mali Mada going for it. It's a bad throw. St. Peter's get the ball now. Dharmaratna looking for it. Here he comes out to Jayavikrama. Off to Bura. Now the try scorer Fernando. He fends off a couple of players, gives it to C. Fernando once again, and ball set up. And now it goes into touch, or rather referee spotting an obstruction. Obstruction. So Vajira, the scrum half for Science College, having a quick word with his fly half, Vijay Siri, just to confirm the move inside their own half though. Good tackle, very good tackle by Dharmaratna. Science managed to gain ball once again, and the scrum half, Viraj, puts a high kick off to Dixon. Pressure on Dixon. And they have brought him down. Dixon managed to regain ball for St. Peter's. Now it comes off to Jayavikrama. Once again kicking. And a good take there from the wing three-quarter of Science College, and a good tackle from Bura. And the ball pass popped out. This is Fernando, the try scorer. He has space. Brilliant work. Excellent score under the post. Excellent try under the post for St. Peter's College. Fernando scores his second. That was good counter-attacking and great speed shown by the St. Peter's wing.
Actually, everything was created by the St. Peter's fly of Jayavikrama, who put a high kick, but it was well collected by the Science player, but he didn't have his numbers to offload, and then he had about 3 Pete rides, and finally when he was brought down, the ball went loose, and it was just a matter of Fernando collecting and just going through, darting his way through, and from the side to score under the post to give an easy conversion. That's number 20 there. Jayavikrama to take the conversion. So St. Peter's leading 10 points to 5. And Yeah, that's an easy conversion. So the additional 2 points there. So St. Peter's leading there 12 points to 5. And we have about 4 minutes of play in the first half. 5 minutes of play. So it's a psychological advantage for St. Peter's if they can hold on to this lead and go into the half time. It has not been a very good first half, I would say, for St. Peter's, and a number of occasions, I mean, they made mistakes, and it is only the last 10 minutes that we see them playing some good rugby. Dimut.
Yes, they have, but every time they have got the ball out to the wings, Fernando has made no mistake. Couple of good individual tries. Now Dharma Vikrama putting the ball into touch. So inside their own half, just outside the 22, Science will have one more opportunity before half time, I guess. Science once again, rolling ball, beautifully done, but it's a penalty. St. Peter's there, Pereira ripping out the ball from the ball and running, but he was entering the ball from the wrong side, so still they have time to kick into touch and work on another rolling ball. And that's a beautiful kick. 5 meter mark, and great opportunity for Science. If they get the line out correct here, I think they can end up with scoring 5 or even 7 points.
Yeah, Dimut, it's a crucial moment at this half with Science. Another opportunity to hit back, and it's a 5 meter line out. It's collected there by their number 20, and he goes into a ruck, and they are inches there. They're about 4 meters close to the try line. Ball coming very slow, and St. Peter's have their numbers, and they go into a ruck and drive, but he's held up there, the Science. They make about a meter. They're about 3 meters short. And again they ruck and drive. Still it's Science ball, and they finally work to their number 8, and he's over there. He took about 3 St. Peter's players and bent over them, the big number 8. So that's De Silva there. I mean, the 3 St. Peter's players even couldn't stop him, and that's an easy conversion. So this match could end up at 12 all half time.
Yeah, it will, I guess. So it's been brilliant work from Science College. They have come up with a different game plan. No one thought their rolling ball will be so good. And it is excellent to watch, and the conversion goes through, and still minutes left before half time. 12 all.
So this is a cracking game. I think we are going to see a cracking second half, Dimut. I think if the score stay at 12 all, because both sides had their chances, and it was actually Science who dominated, I mean, play in this first half, and St. Peter's were lucky to get 2 tries. And Science then hitting back, and just before half time equaling there to 12 all. So the restart taken by Bura. He kicks deep into the Science 22, and it's collected one. And his kick is not a it goes out of play. So there was no St. Peter's player there to even collect the ball. So it will be a line out to St. Peter's on the Science 10 meter line. It was almost like slow motion there. I mean, the kick, it was just a chip kick, and it was sad to see no player there even to collect the ball, and just rolled over the out of play, I would say.
Yes, Spencer, it was, I think Science are working on close kicks here. Kick just because the St. Peter's line is always up on defense. So put the ball back behind the St. Peter's line, and then attack from there. And they have put a lot of pressure on Dixon. And now the ball goes up for St. Peter's. Comes down to Dharma Vikrama. Off to Jaya Vikrama. Dharmaratna to Jaya Vikrama. It's a knock forward. Science opportunity. And he gives the ball to Mali Mada. A basketball throw. And once again, the big number 28 scoring for Science College. That's Viraj. This is great rugby from Science College. Under the post he scores 17 points to 12. And it'll be an easy conversion for Singh, I guess. Viraj has done a brilliant job, or rather it was De Silva who scored.
St. Peter's found their couple of missed tackles, and with the conversion, I think that's half time. So it's a huge advantage for Science College going into the second half, leading by 19 points to 12. Probably St. Peter's will be disappointed for giving that try at the last minute. It was a good line out. They worked and found a gap in the St. Peter's defense, and there was some good play by the Science, and their offloads working well there, Dimuth, and finally setting up for the Viraj, who went there. Even Dixon couldn't tackle him and to score under the post. So it's a huge psychological lead for Science going to the second half, 19 points to 12.
Yes, it is. No one expected Science to come and play like this against St. Peter's. I think even the St. Peter's team are not expecting what they're doing right now. Superb offloads and brilliant work done. And we go into halftime with Science College leading 19 points to 12. See you after the turnaround.